Hey everybody, it's Kyle here. Welcome back to the channel. Um, Today's video, I just wanted to talk about a couple of different things, and they both involve dating. Um, but I don't know about anyone else who has a disability, but I've kind of always felt this external and internal pressure to date someone with a disability because there's that common thought that because you both have a disability that you'll instantly connect, because you can relate on issues that not everyone else can relate to, your everyday day-to-day struggles, especially if it's the same type of disability, like dating someone with cerebral palsy, which I have, and it didn't work out, but she's still one of my best friends and like still an important part of my life. But I've always kind of felt the pressure to like, you should date someone with a disability. But that's, um, I don't think that's a necessity anymore. I used to feel that a lot. I know in high school, I'd be, I was kind of called out on it about not wanting to date girls with disabilities, because I just at the time was like, well, I struggle with my own disability and my own limitations. So being in a relationship with someone who has, their own set of limitations, as a couple, how is that going to create, extra pressure on the relationship and it lasting? So I was kind of always under the impression that, like, maybe I shouldn't date someone with a disability because that'll just be too hard, too difficult. But when you don't accept your disability, it's really easy to think that way. But I don't think that way anymore. Honestly, I don't care if the girl has, well, the woman has a disability or not. Um, I personally want to, I want to mesh with them personality wise. I want to be able to laugh, have fun, because you need to do those things. Just because you have a disability doesn't mean you're going to get along personality wise. Um, just like anyone who dates, just because you have something in common doesn't mean it's, meant to be. And there are things that will create problems. You just have to mesh well. But I think a lot of people assume that because two people have disabilities that they're just going to instantly mesh well. That's like, if two people with blue eyes, oh, you have blue eyes, you could talk about having blue eyes, you're instantly going to mesh. If you don't have the same sense of humor, the same values, goals, you know, you're not going to work out. So you shouldn't assume that about people with disability. Um, and if you are scared to date someone with a disability, don't be. I know it's really easy to be scared by something that you've never done before. Happens every day. So it's real easy to see someone with a disability like myself with arm crutches and be like, that would be too difficult because it's something that you've never had to, handle or deal with. So you don't know how to deal with it. So it can be easy to just be like, I've never had to deal with it. I don't want to deal with it. So I'm not going to deal with it. Um, it's harder to look past the disability and see the person and see if you gel with that person and, they make you happy and you mesh. Um, and that's in person. I've only had, one girlfriend. Um, well, hey, and I've liked other people, um, but I was too scared to tell them, because I was afraid of the rejection of would they, want to date someone with a disability. Because it's hard enough to make friends, when you have a disability, and to get people to just want to look at you as a friend, um, like seeing past your disability just on a friend level and taking it on a deeper level of being in a relationship is a whole nother thing. That's a whole nother, you know, hurdle to tackle. So I got too afraid uh, to tell them, which I regret. They both moved on, and it's fine. It just wasn't meant to be. Um, but I have that fear of rejection in person, so that kind of leads me to the second topic of this video, which is online dating. I have never done online dating. I don't see myself ever wanting to do online dating because online dating is so surface level. You make a profile, you say some nice words about yourself, you put some photos, and if you like what you see, you give it a shot. But for me, unless I don't post any photos with my arm crutches and don't put in my bio that I have cerebral palsy, um, it's it's going to be a lot easier for people to reject. Um, when they see the crutches and they see the bio, they don't know me as a person. They're seeing what I'm sharing with them. And with disability, it's very easy to make snap judgments. You swipe, I'm like, no, crutches, too much. Um, Dealing with disability is much more than surface level. It takes getting to know a person, you know, getting to know what they like and who they are and their values and goals, and diving much deeper than what I, in my current frame of mind, think that online dating um, kind of offers. I mean, I know there's varying dating sites and some that take it much more seriously, like Tinder compared to eHarmony. I've had a friend who was on eHarmony, a couple of friends actually, and neither one of them had the greatest experience. So that automatically kind of just turns me off to the idea. Um, but I think it does take getting to know somebody in person. I think you have a better shot of knowing if it's something that, if there is a real connection there, when you, at least from my perspective in dealing with disability and people actually seeing the real you, to, be, you know, be around them and be in person. Texting is nice too, but um, just online dating just seems like people are going to be much quicker to reject, and nobody wants to feel rejected. um, and I guess I shouldn't say much. I've never done it, so maybe I should just try it once, see how it goes. Because I'm not saying that you can't meet the love of your life on a dating site. I would never say that. I'm sure millions of people have. I just think with society's current perception of disability, it kind of puts you at a disadvantage, especially right now. I'm working on being able to drive. I have my permit, but you know, that's another added thing because of my disability. Being like, oh, let's meet up. Sorry, can you meet me because I can't drive to you? And then, you know, the girl being like, sorry, that's too much effort. Because dating with someone with disability is going to take effort by the person with the disability and the person who wants to date me or anyone with a disability. Um, but if both people are willing to put in the effort, it could be a very worthwhile relationship. I'm not saying that if the person you're talking to is willing to look past the disability and see you as who you are as a person, that it's going to work out. There's many different factors in a relationship, but I do kind of look at disability as a natural screening process. The person that's immediately going to, I don't know if it's swipe. I think it's swipe right if you don't like them on Tinder. I don't really know. I've never been on it. Um, but the person that's immediately going to swipe right because of disability is not worth investing the time, in my opinion, to see if there's an actual real connection and a real relationship to be formed. So if someone is willing to see that, um, see me and my disability and get to know me, then that automatically earns points in like trying to, see if a relationship is possible. Um, yeah, disabilities kind of turned me off to allowing myself to be in relationships just because of that fear. I'm slowly getting over it. So maybe maybe there'll be future updates on my dating life. Um, I just have to put myself out there and like actually like let myself be happy um, in a relationship and see where it goes. Fear is a big thing. Well, not really. Well, fear, but also like anxiety of, is it going to go well? Um, so we'll see. But I definitely know that at least for the foreseeable future, that any dating experiences will be had through either mutual friends, you know, in person. I am going to stay off um, dating sites for now because I don't think I've even allowed myself enough time to open myself up to dating um, in person. And then maybe if that's not going so well, then transition onto online dating. But we'll see. Um, I know everyone wants to hear about my dating life, well, my non existent dating life. But if you have um, a disability and dated online, or if you don't have a disability and your partner does and you met them online, please comment down below and tell me your story, whether it worked out or it didn't. I just, I'm curious to know how many people have found their partner, whether or not you were the disabled person looking or, um, you know, you are the temporarily able-bodied person that found them. You know, how did it go? What was your experience on online dating? Uh, Please let me know. I really hope you enjoyed this video. I'm hoping um, to eventually get here soon a couple of my friends with CP in a few videos. Trying to plan that, so please be on the lookout for that. If you are enjoying my videos, please give them a like, a share, a comment. I post new videos every Tuesday. Please subscribe. Turn on the bell notification to receive all notifications of when I post videos. Because I've done in the past, like if I've just been feeling in the like I need to talk about something, I will post on the off day, where whether it be a Saturday or whatever day. So if you are liking these videos, please be sure to ring that bell notification, and I will see you next time.